What's up, y'all? So a lot of times you're not really stuck in life. You're just not taking control. You're not grabbing life by the throat and demanding what you want. We have so much control over our decisions, our environment, the people we allow around us every single day. But a lot of times we passively exist and then we just hope things will change. Things aren't going to just magically change. They're going to change because you made them change. All right. Your environment matters. You know, if you have clothes all over the place, your belongings scattered, how can you expect for your life to be, you know, structured, clean, organized when everything around you is disorganized, is in a mess? And your environment affects how you think. So if everything around you is scattered, your mind is going to be scattered. Your thoughts are going to be scattered. You're not going to have consistency and habits, even though you might really want to do better. But habitually, with your habits, things aren't in alignment, right? The people you allow around you, um, if you want to change, but you're around people that are doing the things that you're trying to get away from, you're not going to change. You have to remove those people. You got to cut people off. And this message is going to have a lot of cold truth to it, but it's the only way that's is going to happen. I didn't change. I didn't evolve and accomplish the things I accomplished by being around the people that did the same things I want to get away from. Doing drugs all day. A lot of dudes, people in general, this, maybe college friends or something, come home from work, you bake, you smoke, play video games, order Domino's or Papa John's, and the rest of the day they're like chilling. But I wanted more. I had a vision of developing the business, right? My career as an artist, financially, everything, my body, my fashion, my attire, my appearance. I had a vision for how I wanted my life to be like, and I realized I had to take a lot of action. But the people around me weren't really doing much every day, and it seemed cool at first, but when you really look at it, you're not being productive. You're wasting so much time, and you're really squandering your potential. So the people that you have around you matter, and your habits matter, your daily discipline, the time that you get up. A lot of people again get just randomly wake up in the morning. They don't have a time. When they do get up, they don't have a specific thing that they did. There's no routine. There's no structure. There's no order, and we wonder why the days go by and we don't. Our life is never looking the way that we want it to look. That's because there's no straight line. A lot of y'all, you wake up and you're like this. Like there's a scattered line. My life started to change when I had structure, daily to-do lists, habits, and now everything is in a straight line. Now I'm creating a straight line towards my goals, what I want, and ultimately my dreams, right? So you have to set things up this way. You have to be very intentional. The people that you see that have a certain life that you want is very intentional, very deliberate, very structured, and it's not by happenstance. And even if it's not perfect, there's some order to it, right? So your habits matter, your routine matters, your structure matters. Just being organized, just knowing what you want and creating day to day, sometimes hour to hour steps that align with your goals, right? Yeah, we can't expect so many things to change when we're staying the same. And another thing is your food. Food is so important. And we're gonna get deep on this because it's not just about burning fat. It's not about even your gut health. What it is, I'm gonna break it down to you, right? The food that you consume ultimately has an effect on your cellular structure. And that goes into, yes, your digestive health, but also your energy, your day to day physical energy with you moving throughout your day, your sleep, The quality of sleep that you get can be affected by food. If you eat bad food, you're gonna sleep like shit, right? You're not gonna get good sleep. You're gonna be sleeping and in and out of the sleep, and you're gonna go to sleep and get up still tired. Your skin will break down. Your bones will break down. Your teeth can break down. The food, if you eat bad food, junk food, processed food, fried food all the time, it's gonna have a negative effect on your hormones, right? So your hormones are going to fluctuate, and you're not going to have the emotional or mental stability to be able to complete tasks and maintain the discipline that you said you want every day. So it's not just about, oh, I ate food today, my stomach is full, or I ate food today, that should allow me to like hit my macros. And we're going way deeper than that, y'all. That science is cool. It's good to get you to a physical point, but we're creating a lifestyle. We're consuming foods that allow us to rise into our higher self, into our God self, right? We want to be divine. We want to be immovable by this world. And God gave us food. We didn't make food ourselves. God gave us food so that we can operate on our highest potential and think the thoughts we need to think, move the way we need to move, and manifest the way we need to. So food is very, very key, right? Your food will also affect your brain, right? Your brain has a response to the food that you eat. And when you eat processed food, bad food, junk food, you're going to have a limited reach in your thinking, meaning you're not going to be able to have access to your mental power, your imagination. Your imagination is one of the most powerful things in the universe. You cannot accomplish more if you can't think about what you want. You have to imagine it. You have to see it. And the cleaner your diet is, the cleaner your thoughts are. The clearer your vision is. Clean food, clear thoughts, clear vision. Bad food, your mind is cluttered. You're sleepy, you're drained, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're down. Like a lot of sugar creates a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. When you're in those mental states of being, you're not thinking clearly. You're not envisioning clearly. You can't see things clearly. Right. And lastly, man, we have to have these things in order. But the main thing we have to gain control over is how you see yourself. You know, everybody needs to take a quick look at themselves, their background, how you grew up, your parents, and take a good look at who you are as a person. And you need to decide, right? You could do this on a sheet of paper. You could do this in your notes on your phone. You can do this just in your mind, mentally. Take a quiet space to yourself and just think. What don't you like about yourself? What do you like about yourself? What are the positive things you see about yourself? And then start to create a short list of the things you're going to start doing to make the changes that you want within yourself, right? Um, a lot. I even have it. Nobody's perfect, right? We have some people have things that they don't want to look back at because it can bring shame, right? Whatever guilt, some things you did, you know what I'm saying, that you're not proud of. But we also have a lot of good things that we can look at ourselves like, yeah, I did that. I'm proud of myself, right? Or you could have some self respect because of that. You could pat yourself on the back. But the number one factor in you getting to where you want to be, your body, your life, better relationships, a better just life experience, is upgrading who you are as a person. Most importantly, how you see yourself. Um, you could be carrying an identity that's not yours, right? Of who your parents said you are, or how you was treated in school, or your relationship with exes, right? Past relationships, and all these different things could form how we see ourselves. But a lot of times, your identity could be inaccurate because your identity is being given to you instead of you waking up to realize who you really are. There's two different type of people. You're two different type of people, right? There's who people think you are, and then there's who you actually are. I'm gonna say that again. We have two versions of ourselves. The first one is how people see us, right? This is how people perceive us, their judgment, and it's how we see ourselves. We cannot allow how people see us to dictate how we see ourselves. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. I'm gonna say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. I had a lot of people myself tell me, "Are you gonna be a fitness trainer?" "Oh yeah, right." "Are you gonna be an actor or model?" "Who you think you are?" And I've accomplished everything that people said I could never do, but I did it because I was able to ground myself and gain control of who I am, gain control over how I see myself. Just because somebody tells you that you can't do something doesn't mean that you can't do it. Just because somebody tells you that you're stupid doesn't mean that you're stupid. Just because somebody tells you that you're ugly, that doesn't actually mean that you're ugly. A lot of times people project their insecurities and their brokenness onto you. They got confidence issues, so they want to break your confidence. They got low self-esteem, so they want you to feel insecure. And you have to realize that you cannot allow insecure people who don't even know who they are, who are broken, to dictate and tell you who you are and what you could do, right? So you have to own your life, own your identity. Who are you? Who are you? Take a good look at yourself, from where you're from to who you are and things you've accomplished, etc. Do not allow people to tell you who you are, right? You have to own your identity. I'm not saying make anything up. I'm saying who are you in relation to God as a man or woman? Who are you in terms of the things that you know that are true about yourself, right? And you have to operate from that place. Because if you operate off of what people saying you are, you're never gonna amount to anything because most people don't want to see you do better than them. That's the most important, that's the most powerful thing is your identity. Because how you see yourself will determine how you show up, how you look, how you dress, um, how you take care of your life, you know what I'm saying? Your discipline, how you talk, even just how your face looks, your face structure, right? And when you control how you see yourself, you will have the ultimate self-esteem and confidence necessary to accomplish anything, to be very impressionable, impress people. Um, this is so important, right? And this is how you gain control over your life. Um, it's not easy, but it's serious work. This is serious work that we're talking about here. And that's why this process is so serious. And when you control how you see yourself, you control your environment, your relationships, you get rid of people that's wasting time, that don't really want nothing but, y'all were friends for such a long time. Yeah, but let them be over there. Right? You don't necessarily have to outright cut everybody off, but just spend less time with people that aren't doing the things that you're doing, that don't align with your values, that they're time wasters. You could use them for fun. I mean, in terms of like, oh, those are the party people, right? But on a day-to-day basis, you need to be locked in and focus on your goals. And you have to be around people that either doing that with you or be by yourself. But I refuse to be brought down by people that are lazy, that want to smoke and drink and eat this and that, aren't doing anything and eat that every day, and they wasting time, wasting their life. I refuse to, and that's how I move. That's my personality, and I cut a lot of people off because of that. And people could say, "Well, who you think you are? A god?" I'm somebody that takes my life seriously. I'm somebody that knows what I want. That's who I think I am, and you have to be unapologetic about that. You don't need to please anybody. Let them live their life, and you live your life. You want to change, you change. They want to stay the same, let them stay the same. All right, and that's it, y'all. It's a serious work, and so you got to take it seriously. All right, hit the like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think about this video. Hype the video up. Subscribe to the family, join the family. See you at the next one. Peace.